Hey everybody, Stuart Heath here, Harvard Grace Capital with another deal we didn't do. I like to demonstrate our underwriting and analysis, and really just feel like I'm demonstrating more of the disconnect between buyers and sellers in our current silly market, as it was described by one of our investors. It's probably the best term that you can apply to this mixed up market that we're in. Anyway, this is a group of retail buildings in our market area, an area I'm very familiar with. Got a doctor who's nothing against doctors. They're not necessarily the best operators that I've found. Sometimes they're most of the time they're very, very smart people. Anyway, the doctor was wanting $2.5 million for this. You can see their NOI that they're projecting. I always have to account for the fact that once I buy it, the tax valuation is going to go up and our taxes will go up. A lot of times people will present to you operating expenses that don't include management, and so we have to make sure that that's in there. So we've got a pretty good adjustment so we know what our NOI is. There's about a $30,000 difference between $25,000 or $30,000 difference between what our NOI is and what their NOI is. Anyway, we came to terms at about $2,250,000, and then we could get to start our due diligence. And then when we got done with our due diligence, we had to renegotiate. We backed out before the end of our inspection period because of two items. One, our physical due diligence indicated that there was a whole bunch of HVAC systems in there that were nearing their end of life, and nobody was maintaining them. You can get an extra 5 years or so out of your equipment if you regularly clean them, have the coils cleaned, make sure the filters are changed, all that kind of good old-fashioned, easy-to-do preventative maintenance. These things were filthy. And on top of that, they were about 15 to 17 years old, so they were not going to last long, and that was a $250,000 capital hit that was going to hit us somewhere in the first 3 years of ownership. So I wanted to adjust the price for that. Then the bigger item, had recently redone a whole bunch of leases, and we found that they had included a clause in their leases that basically gave everybody a 6-month out. So they had done all these leases at long-term prices, but gave everybody 6 months to get out. That may not have been a likely scenario, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. So I didn't understand that. They offered to go back and remove some of that. I don't know how you go to your tenants and say, oops, I didn't mean to put that in there. Why would a tenant willingly give that up? Anyway, just poor management, in my opinion. We came back and offered $1.5 million. That was too far. They came to $2 million, and we came to $1,750,000, but we wouldn't budge, and neither would they. So, an example of another deal we didn't do. Kind of hope that one may come back soon as well. Anyway, would love to hear your thoughts and advice on how we can get us a deal. So, thanks. Bye.